So I want to thank everyone for coming today, and I hope that this can be the first of an annual meeting of a similar kind, and maybe it will grow larger over time and we can have more opportunities for students especially to give presentations. And I also, I guess, have a dream that we could at some point develop an interdisciplinary conservation working group and maybe build from there to an institute for interdisciplinary conservation research on campus. I'd have to look into grant funding for that. But that's kind of my vision, and I thought that this would be a nice first step towards moving in that direction. And I'm very pleased with the researchers that are presenting today, and I think you will be too. So without further ado.
And so I'm going to be talking a little bit about the work I did as part of my dissertation. A lot of work, so I'm going to kind of condense it down to 10 minutes, which is challenge for me. Notice I actually did condense my topic. That would have taken me 10 minutes alone. So I've been studying, I'm primarily a botanist and conservation biologist. I've been studying a genus of plants, Archistaples or manzanitas, for many years. And for my dissertation work, I chose a really interesting topic involving a special kind of chaparral called maritime chaparral that occurs along the immediate coast, really from Mendocino down through Santa Barbara. It's out on the Channel Islands, down in San Diego, down all the way down into northern Baja. And so this is a recent paper by Johnstone and Dawson that looked at the record of fog over the last 100 years and actually came to the conclusion that that fog is declining along the coast. Some of us would disagree with that, those of us who live in the Pacific. In any case, nonetheless, this is kind of gives you a really good idea of the distribution of the marine layer. You can see it's a very thin linear system, relatively speaking, and it's also constrained to some degree by elevation, because essentially the fog itself is constrained by an inversion layer of hot air that keeps that cool, moist.
And so they're worried that the 900 million are going to opt for, you know, headphones and flat TVs and Buicks and BMWs. And so he said to me, we don't know how to do this. We're stuck. And so the translator said, do I understand what it means to be stuck? And I said, hell yeah. I've been a teen. I know what it means to be stuck. And so I'm trying, because I looked at this guy's face and I saw the sweat on his face, and he's been charged to do something that has never been done in the history of the world. They are trying to restructure the rural areas of China so that they don't leave. You know, how are they going to keep them on the farm after they've seen Paris? How are they going to keep them in rural areas after they know what's going on in Beijing? And they don't know how to do it. And so I came back and I said, well, you know, I'll talk to our faculty, maybe we'll give you some ideas. And so right now, I'm working on an article with a colleague in geography to try to come up with a plan on how China can, consistent with the environment, develop rural areas so the peasants don't leave.